Greetings, everyone. Um, Smoking in the dark 3, I guess. So may my words be guided, may the sincerity and my intent be conveyed. So let me say this. I'm learning that we all must be ourselves, right? So we all need to be ourselves, and that's what I do. So don't be shocked sometimes if you hear me use the N word or you hear profanity, whether it's for comical purposes or just whatever it is. The thing is, I'm raw and I'm real, who I am, and I really do hope that everyone can learn to love themselves enough to be who they are. We are all needed. We are all valuable. Everyone's role is necessary, and that's pretty much what's on my mind. Is like, what is everybody doing right now? What's important to everybody right now? What are you doing right now that's conducive to your life, and what is it that you're doing that is contributing to your goals and to your role and your place on this earth? It's really all about responsibility, self-responsibility. You can't control anybody but yourself. And with their responsibilities, it's interesting that the comic books will tell you that with great power comes great responsibility, but that is true. And I do believe that those of us who know better, we absolutely have to do better. Because when karma or whatever the laws of the universe are, when they come back around to us, I think we're charged differently because we know better. And my only desire is for just everyone to truthfully and simply be able to think clearly and freely for themselves through love and through righteousness. This is different for me. I used to be more of a militant-minded guy, very quiet and shut in, but it's something that happened, to me within like the last couple of years where love really became important. Being compassionate for other people, understanding other people, not judging people, and just understanding that, like, we have no clue what other people have gone through. And that's one reason why when I'm out and about, I do my best to show everyone respect and honor and be kind and just do the right thing. And as I was saying the other night, I think that convictions and faith and our character and what we stand on is going to come into play very soon. Because if you don't have any substance within yourself, you will lose this spiritual and mental war that's coming toward us. And my desire right now is to simply live more of what I speak. Just to have good character and get myself together so that I can be able to help people when things do change. And I think about it often. Wouldn't it be interesting or terribly hilarious though if someone like myself and other people, we speak about these things and helping the people and protecting the people, and then when the shit does hit the fan, like, we standing there with our mouth wide open, not knowing what to do, And I'm beginning to believe that on some level is my path to start living a little bit more without conveniences. Because conveniences are going to be the thing that is unfortunately going to be the downfall of most people. Like, in my opinion, the most likely thing that can happen is just that, like, the lights can go off and they won't come back on for a while, with earthquake very, very second behind. Close behind second. But without microwaves and cell phones and all these other little gadgets and Wi-Fi and so forth and so on, a lot of people unfortunately are going to lose their mind. And if you think about what happened in Venezuela, in just 6 days they were already in nationwide panic for food after just 6 days of the lights being off. So, you know, these are things that we have to think about. And I really do desire to just have the know-how, to be able to have the discernment, to be able to, you know, tell who needs to be helped, who do I need to protect, what needs to be done, and have the know-how to do these things proficiently. Again, I just want everybody to be all right. I want everybody to be, you know, happy in their own skin. I keep bringing it up because the love of self is important. You truly can't love someone unless you love yourself. You have to know what that feels like internally, what that action is, things of that nature. You have to, you know, have the experience of what that is to be able to project that. And part of loving oneself is getting to the truth about all these little things that we have going on inside of us, all of our vices, all of our secrets, our skeletons, and, you know, we have to work that shit out. You don't have to tell anybody, you know, what's going on. You don't have to, you know, lie by omission. But the important thing is that you figure out these things for yourself. Because without going through all this stuff and working out your own shit, if you don't work it out and bring it to the forefront and deal with it, then there'll be a fracturing in your soul. Your soul won't be complete. There'll be things left unhealed. There'll be parts of yourself that you can't access and love because you are hiding from it or running from it or fighting it. So I hope that everybody can just sit down and deal with themselves and take everything for what it is, accept yourself and move forward. We are all who we are. So, and that goes back to, you know, self-responsibility and just the actions and the choices that we make. We can all choose to treat people better. We can all choose to do what we desire. And I don't know, everybody. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing something different. I don't know who listens. I don't know what matters. I don't really care about that. But again, I've learned that if you have a message to give, and especially if you feel like it's spiritually, you know, given, or how you want to, you know, if it's something, if it comes from within you, you know, whatever way you think you've received the message that need be spoken, it's really best that you put it out there because you've been given a responsibility to do so. And it's also best that you put it out there because suppressing these things and holding them in can cause one to explode. And we need to be able to release and to relax. And the last thing I'm going to speak about is you know, love. Let me tell everybody that love does not hurt. What has happened to a lot of us is that the misuse of love has hurt us. And we need to realize that love is an action. Love is about sacrifices. Love is about sacrificing yourself and some of your needs and desires and wants to make sure that the convenience and betterment of someone else is happening above your own. So if you understand that love is an action, you know, and two people could truly love each other in a very innate and simple, true way, those would be the things that would change. You would want to treat people better when you have love in your life. You will desire and demand people treat you better, and if they can't, you know, you leave them alone. You separate yourself from the type of wickedness. You don't have to battle it or judge people or, you know, fight those type of things. You can simply remove yourself, which again goes back to self-control, the choice that you make. You don't have to stay there and deal with this or hear this. You can choose to leave. You can remove yourself. So I think that's pretty much it. You know, I hope everyone can walk in their own light and then help other people to walk in their own light. You know, and we teach people how to treat us. You teach people how to treat you. and it can be done with respect and verve. So I just think I'm going to start doing things to get myself better prepared to be able to serve the people, which is what I desire to do, to protect, and I don't want to lead anybody. I just desire for everybody to think clearly for themselves and freely. And maybe I've said something to point in a direction, I'll be grateful for that. But outside of that, everyone, be loved, be blessed, work on your gifts, get your shit together, So, and this is just coming from, a hood nigga, a Negro, from America. And by the way, if anybody is still listening or whatever, the true understanding of my name is that the word Naga means black, but it comes from the Asiatic